Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Cancers. This is Adrian Igo, Capricorntigress of Astrology. Look inside. And hold on one second. I ah ah I forgot my lip gloss. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I needed that extra pop. It is 7:43 p.m. My voice is gone. I'm only on my second video. I procrastinated to the last moment, and now I've got 11 videos to do. And I like to talk, and so this is going to be an issue, I think. Anyway, so I'm going to hold on to my magic amethyst, and because I really want to make sure I say the right things to the right people, and that what I have to say comes out the way it's supposed to come out. So let's just start with one of the most obvious things going on in your chart. Partnerships, relationships, and relationships. These could be business partners. These could be romantic partners. It could be your significant other person, partner. There's a lot going on in your seventh house, honey. A lot. You got the sun in your seventh house in Capricorn, the moon in your seventh house in Capricorn, Mercury in your seventh house in Capricorn, Pluto in your seventh house in Capricorn, Saturn in the seventh house of Capricorn, Vega, the fixed star, in the seventh house of Capricorn. And also on the 5th of January, there is going to be a partial solar eclipse. So an eclipse, a new moon in the sign of Capricorn in your seventh house of partnerships. Who is this Capricorn? Some of y'all Cancers are getting with a Capricorn, or you're married to a Capricorn, or you're about to marry a Capricorn, or you were married to a Capricorn, or your serious partner is a Capricorn, or something to do with Capricorns. But let me tell you something. It is better to love a Capricorn than to be enemies with a Capricorn. I would not recommend anyone being an enemy to a Capricorn right now. They're in their most powerful state. You heard all the planets I just read in Capricorn. So I hope it's a pleasant relationship with you and Capricorn, because that Capricorn is a very powerful person, or will be, or could be. So it's a good idea to love and cherish your Capricorn person. I would if I were you. This could just indicate that your partner is dynamic. Like you've got a really take charge type of, a real star type of partner, husband or wife, or whoever your significant other is someone that shines a great deal. I'm choking up a little because I'm kind of flirting with a Cancer. In reality here, and I didn't know what I was going to really see when I looked at it, but when I look at all of that emphasis, man, I'm just going to show you what I drew if you can see this. So this is the seventh house. I mean, this is just my writing, but look, all the planets are here. There's a craziness going on up there, but the emphasis is the sun, the moon, Saturn, Pluto, Mercury, Vega, it's all there. If you're with a Capricorn, I think it's fated. I'm serious. If you're tired and you need to get rid of a Capricorn, do it cautiously. because, you know, the seventh house is a great house when love is involved, because, you know, it just means you're really close or tight or loving or something with your partner right now, like that, really. Um, but if you were in some type of not good relationship with your partner, the seventh house is enemies. And so that partner would be a horrible enemy. And it would be ugly. You wouldn't want that, I don't think, because it's so pleasant. You got Jupiter in the sixth house, your work. Oh, your work is such good luck for your work right now. Like, wow. You know, when I look at this chart now, depending on, you know, what you do for a living, and if you're creative or not, it's a highly creative time for you Cancers. Like, wow. You've got Jupiter in the sixth house, it's in Sagittarius, and Venus is going to be going out of Scorpio and into the sign of Sagittarius. So it starts out in your fifth house. So it's all about love right now. Some of y'all are falling in love. Mm, mm, mm. Well, and then, you know, once it kind of moves out of that area of love, it's going to go into the area of work. Like, there's a lot of emphasis. Well, good creative emphasis in the area of work. Mm. I'm very dry, so bear with me, guys. But in the area of work, you're going to have Venus there by month's end. You're going to have Jupiter there. It's just really nice. Very, very pleasant. I hear music, happiness. This is joyful partying. Yeah. Yeah. Someone I know is a musician who just started working again doing music. And wow, talk about divine timing. It's perfection. The timing is perfect. This is exactly what they're supposed to do right now. Anything that has to do with music or creativity, if you're an actor, a dancer, a singer, an artist, a writer, a poet, anyone who would, you know, if you have to work with others, this is also a time, all that seventh house emphasis. Yeah, it can roll, you know, partnerships and marriage and, you know, finding that one. But seventh house is just partnerships in general. So, like, if you're building partnerships, maybe business partnerships now, that could actually go well for you in January. And that's a good thing, because when you tie that all together with that Jupiter and Venus in your sixth house, I mean, you should be smooth as silk in your career. Well, not so much your career, but your work. Now, your overall career is a different story. Oh, so dry. Hold on. Think I'm going to need cold medicine or something soon. My voice, hear that? Very froggy. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, your career overall, be careful in your career overall. If there's anyone that's like your boss or that you have to report to, be careful in your career. And I say this because Mars and Uranus are in Aries, in your career house. Okay. And you being a Cancer, it's forming squares to you, the Cancer, and to those Capricorn planets in that seventh house. That's open enemies coming to get you, open enemies, maybe exposing you in some way in your career. Be careful in your career. Don't do things that can come back to haunt you, or that your enemies can use as ammunition against you, because they will. Don't let your enemies or potential enemies see or find anything that they can use as ammunition to harm you. And so that's important because that Aries Mars and that Aries Uranus could be forming some squares to that seventh house of partnerships, which is also the seventh house of enemies. So be careful there. Now, the good thing is that you've got the North Node in Cancer in your first house. And no matter what, it's a good time to do you. It's your time to do you, be you. Just work on your inner self, on you, the you that is you, right? This is the month to do that. Wow. My voice is getting progressively weaker. What is going on? So strange. I don't know if there are certain things I'm not supposed to say to you, Cancers, but my voice has suddenly gotten very hoarse, like it's very hard for me to talk. So I'm gonna probably make this short, because I've got so many more to do. And so I don't want to spend too much time on each one when my voice is this weak. Maybe I'll go and see if I can find a lozenge or make some Theraflu or something. Wow, it's really, I can feel it. Anyway, I'm just going to say this. There is going to be some emphasis on the 21st on your second house and your eighth house. That's money. That's your money. And with the full moon in the second house, it's what you have to give. The sun's going to be in the eighth house. So just be cautious of maybe having that pull and, push and pull between money. Someone might owe you money and you might find that you have to fight to get that money or something like that. With the full moon, things can tend to be very, they can crescendo. Like emotions can get large and big and overwhelming. And so with that being in Leo, which is showy emotions, yeah, be careful on the 21st of January. That could be one of those days. One of the other days to watch out for in January is the 5th. The 5th of January has that's where that new moon is going to, the sun and the moon pretty much collide that day. And Vega is going to be there with them at 15 degrees of Capricorn. If you want to know more about Capricorn and how Capricorns are going to be affected, I have already done the reading for Capricorn, which is, they get carte blanche this month since one, I'm a Capricorn, and two, it's Capricorn time. And so I really wanted to spend extra emphasis on Caps. As for you, Cancers, really, it's all about you getting in touch with your body again and really knowing who you are and feeling at one with yourself and feeling at peace with who you are and what you want to do and where your next, plans of action will go. That's where your focus is really, and on your partner. And if you have a Capricorn partner, that's all you're focused on. I hope that means my Cancer is only focused on me. That makes me feel really kind of like, wow. But I am worried though, about that square, those squares. That would, be careful of enemies. Enemies are out there. And don't trust everybody because there's enemies afoot. Okay. Also, travel. Be careful with travel. Just Neptune is in Pisces, and that's in the ninth house of travel and education and even publicity. Be careful with publicity. I don't know why I keep thinking advertising, publicity, education, dogma. Don't get into arguments over philosophical things, like things we can't prove, like whether God is real and Jesus is the Son of God, or, if it's crazy arguments like that, things that are really part of our own individual philosophical beliefs, but we can't really force others to believe as we believe, that type of thing. Anyway, I realized I ate some raisins and I probably need to take a Benadryl. I didn't realize that's what it is. I have a feeling that I am having an allergic reaction. So I am really going to cut this short, Cancers, and I hope you can hear me as my voice goes. And I'm going to pop a Benadryl because I think I need one. Much love and light to everyone. Happy holidays, because I'm recording this in December. But I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful New Year's. And may 2019 be a better year than 2018. And may it bring you in all the joy and love and happiness and things that you desire, and that you get things to go your way for once. Maybe you'll have that Capricorn by your side. They're very powerful. Good person to have by your side. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Capricorn. I'm just saying it because wisdom says it's better to have the power on your side than have it against you. Always remember that. And be cautious of enemies. You would know who they are. You would know who your enemies are by now, I think. Okay? I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, Cancers. When I say enemies, I'm sure certain images popped into your mind about who those enemies are. You know who they are. Okay. All right, you guys. Much love and light to you. Bye now.